In this video, I will walk you through how to set up a small poster, and the poster is going to be on binary versus denary. First, let's make sure you have the right tools. So this is a drawing tool. You're going to need to follow these 3 easy steps to get started. First up, make sure you're logged into your school email. Once you've done that, you're going to go to https://drawings.google.com. And then once you've pressed enter and you've gone there, you should see a page something like this. So you should see a red little logo on the top left corner. And it'll have everything except these words, except these steps on there. Okay. So go ahead and pause this video clip. And then once you have your blank untitled drawing, come back to this video clip so that you know the next steps. Okay, I'm assuming that you've already gotten your blank drawing. I'm going to go ahead and delete these instructions here. And I will first start off by asking you to title your drawing. So go ahead and title it with the period that you belong to. So for example, if you're in third period, you'll put P3 and then underscore, go ahead and put your last name, underscore, and then your first name. Okay, so this is as an example. Obviously, don't copy my information. Put your actual period, your actual last name, whatever that is, and then your first name. All right, let's go ahead and get started with the background here. So you're going to go ahead and right click in this background space. You're going to go to the option in the menu here that's titled background, and you're going to go ahead and choose a background. I'm just going to go ahead and go with the sort of dark color here. I'll go with green. All right. Next, we're going to choose a color that kind of goes against this. You have the ability to choose any color you want. You're going to select a rectangle shape from the shapes menu up here. So there's an option here in the tool menu here, and look for shapes, and you're going to look for the rectangle option, which should be the first one here. When I select that, I'm now going to draw a rectangle. It's okay if it's not perfect. I'm going to drop it in here, and you notice it has a color. We'll come and fix that in a second. I'm going to resize this so that it's about half of the page, and then resize this so that it lines up with the edges there. You'll notice some kind of red lines appear. Those will kind of guide you so that if you want to release, it'll kind of snap there. Okay. Not necessarily, doesn't necessarily have to be perfect. Just kind of close. Okay, so it's about half and half. Next step, we're going to go ahead and get some images in here just to kind of get things set up. And then the last part is where we'll go in and put in the text. Okay, so let's go ahead and drop in an image. We're going to go to Insert, Image, Search the Web. All right, and there's a couple of images that you're going to search. Let's start off first with name tag. So I'm going to go ahead and search name tag, and then you should see this pop up. I'm going to go ahead and choose this first option here. You click it once, there's a little blue check, then you're going to press insert. Give it a second, that should load up here. I am going to resize this and get it about that size. There's going to be 3 images on the right and 3 images on the left. And now what I'm going to do is I want a copy of this one. So there's a couple of different options that you have there where you can right click, copy, and then I'm going to right click out here and then paste. Now I have 2 of them, and I'm going to place that over here. So now I've got 2 name tags. I'm going to try to line them up so that they're even. Again, notice this red line that appears. Watch when I move, there's a red line. That's kind of guide me and tell me, okay, that's about center with the picture on the right. All right, so I've got our name tags, and now we're going to go ahead and get the images that are going to go on the left. And these are going to be, the left side is going to be for our decimal or denary system, okay, or base 10, the one you're used to. So I'm going to go ahead and again insert image, search the web, and I am going to search with number pad. Okay, and I'm going to choose this image right here, select it, And we'll get some more information about these. The pictures are helpful, but of course the words that go with it will help as well. And you'll be able to move these around in case you make them too big. So just kind of approximate here. All right. And now I need the binary, what I'm going to use for the binary. And so insert image, search the web. And for the binary side, we're going to search for an on-off switch. And let's go with this one right here. Select it, insert. And if you don't find the exact same one, it's okay. You can kind of find something that it has an on-off. Even if it looks like a regular house switch, that will work just fine. Whoops, let me try to resize this just a little bit. Okay, again, you don't have to match mine exactly, just close enough. All right, and now we're on to our last two images that we're going to use here. Insert image, search from web, and in this case, I'm going to search for the word number pile. And so it's a pile of numbers that we're looking for. Let's go with this thumbs up here. Select it, insert. Now I'm going to move that over here. Okay, you know what? Actually, let's move these to the left. This will make placing the text easier. Actually, the labels at the top will stay in the middle. Okay, and now we need one more down here. And insert image, search the web. This is going to be binary. Whoops. And we're going to go with this one right here, this swirl of binary. Again, if you kind of like one of the others, that's fine. But this is the binary one. Okay. I'm going to move these to the left a little bit here. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and add the words that will help us put our denary versus our binary. So for words, you're going to go ahead and search for the text box tool. You can see it's right here. It's right next to the shape tool. I'm going to go ahead and click inside of that first name tag, and I will be typing denary. This side represents either denary or decimal or base 10. So these are the different names that our number system is known by. I will put this on here. Okay. And feel free to adjust and change it up if you want. If you kind of feel like you could style it better, go for it. You could change the font size, font style. Okay, and on the right side, it's going to be sort of the same thing, except this is going to be binary or base 2. So we really just have those two names for these two systems. All right, and now let me line this up a little bit higher up. Okay, and now we're in the middle section here. So for the left side, we will mention that there are 10 symbols in this system. And we're going to go ahead and list all the symbols. The one we call 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, and 9. So those are the 10 symbols that we use in a denary system, or base 10. Okay, and now on the right hand side, similarly, there are 2 symbols in this system. Oh, I just noticed I have a typo here. There are 10 symbols. Okay, now let's go ahead and list them. We can say 0 and 1, or off, on. All right. Okay. And now last little bit of text here. Actually, let's move this thumb up. You'll see why in a second. Okay. That looks good. All right, so on this left side, we are going to say numbers or symbols are called digits. Okay. So for a base 10, we call each individual symbol a digit. All right. And on the right-hand side, symbols are called bits. All right. So we got the key information there, the difference between denary and binary. Now we're going to go ahead and get our name on this. All right. So for that, I'm just going to go ahead and go back again to our shapes, get a rectangle. Let's get a rectangle along the bottom. And we're going to change the color here. So fill color. Notice how we've selected that one. In case you click off, you can always choose the selection tool, click on that rectangle, and you'll have the ability to change the color here, right? Get some color down there. And we're going to go ahead and just double, sorry, the text tool. And let's go ahead and put, you're going to put your first name and then your last name. So I'm going to put mine. I'm going to change this to a font color that's a little bit lighter. Whoops, I changed the wrong thing. So let me actually tell you what to change here. I gotta put this back. So this should be transparent. The text color over here, the one with the A, is the one that I was looking to change. All right. And you can put that down there, just so we have the name of the author. And the last piece, we're gonna click again on the text tool. We're gonna put VS for verses. You can go ahead and highlight that text. And then you can actually drop down. Let's get up to 72. And if you feel like changing the font style that's being used here, feel free to do that. You can, drop down, and there's so many different styles that you can use. But now we have a small, simple poster, right, that you have created. And so at this point, you will need to submit this. Very likely, you'll be asked to submit this either as a link or as a file. We're going to go ahead and assume that you're going to have a share link. So you're going to click on share, and you can go ahead and click on copy link, and then submit that link to your teacher. Or if your teacher is okay with you just typing an email address, you can type that in there and share it with your teacher.